Let's talk about the diamonds. These are mysterious characters that we don't know much about at all, but as we all know at this point, I love to talk about things that I simply don't understand, so I figured I'd give it a try. We know that Yellow Diamond is still around, either on Homeworld or still representing the leadership of Homeworld somewhere out in space if she is actually on her way to Earth, as I personally believe. We've even gotten a preview glimpse of her in the extended opening sequence video. So who are the other three diamonds? There is a theory going around that Rose Quartz was Pink Diamond, that she changed her name after the war to further distance herself from what she did as one of the leaders of Homeworld. However, the more we learn in the series and in authorized companion works, the more it seems unlikely that this is true, as Peridot does seem to recognize Steven's gem as a type of quartz gem in When It Rains, and the Guide to the Crystal Gems does list rose quartz as a quartz-type gem. However, I don't think that this can be treated as entirely accurate. The book, Guide to the Crystal Gems, is written from Steven's perspective. If he doesn't know that his mother's gem is actually a diamond, then he's not going to put it in her profile. And as for Peridot, she seemed a little uncertain there, didn't she? As if she was wondering if what she thought about Steven's gem was actually true. I think this is because she didn't recognize Steven's gem and only knew him as a quartz based on what Jasper said on the handship. Remember, Jasper specifically called Steven Rose Quartz. Does this mean that Rose isn't a quartz? No, and we will talk about that later. I simply think it's still possible that she could be a diamond in all actuality. But before we touch on that anymore, let's talk about the other two diamonds. Based on the insignia that we have seen at the Sky Arena and at both Pyramid Temple and on the handship, it does seem that there were once 4 diamonds and that there are now 3, and that the remaining 3 diamonds are Yellow, Blue, and White Diamond. It's very, very possible that Blue and White Diamond are both entirely new characters that we've never seen before, but I don't think that's true. I think we have seen them. If you look at the Pyramid Temple in Sirius Steven, a temple which is brought up a lot in discussions about the diamonds, I might add, the entire temple's color scheme is very pale, very off-white and gray. Even the 3-diamond insignia on the floor doesn't have any color to it. I think this is because it was White Diamond's temple. I think that she based her operations out of the Pyramid Temple, and she used human workers as slaves. I think that Rose and the Crystal Gems came and liberated the Pyramid Temple from White Diamond, and then imprisoned her in her temple. I think that White Diamond is the white gem that Steven removes from the pedestal under the floor. After all, it is oriented as a stereotypical diamond, that being a square that is tilted 45 degrees. And it does seem to be quite powerful. After all, it was manipulating that entire installation. You even see it start to break down some of the platforms floating around the room, as if it had actually produced those platforms from itself and that they weren't part of the actual structure. Assuming that this was the gem manipulating the structure and that it wasn't a natural function of the structure itself, we have seen another gem do something similar to this before. If you recall Horror Club, an episode that I don't like to talk about very often, you might recall that the characters discover a gem in the wall of the lighthouse above the temple. This gem is certainly the right shape to be a diamond, and it is blue in color. And it was found embedded in the wall, manipulating the building, turning it into something of a faux body for itself. Let's consider for a moment that this gem is Blue Diamond. How could it have gotten here? Well, there are quite a few fans of the show who believe that Lapis Lazuli is Blue Diamond. That is because that she is blue in color and because she can manipulate waves. In the mural, it appears that the gem that is fighting Rose is also manipulating water. It's thought that this gem is Blue Diamond. And just to get it out of the way, I do not believe Lapis is Blue Diamond. If Blue Diamond does have the ability to control water, then where else would she fight Rose except near an ocean? I think that Rose fought Blue Diamond on this beach and defeated her by growing a tree around her, poofing her body and trapping her gem within the tree. And I think at some point that tree was used as wood to make the lighthouse. I think that's actually why Rose and the other crystal gems created the temple there. Rose wanted to watch over Blue Diamond and make sure she didn't escape. You have to remember that at the time of the war, they wouldn't have had the temple yet. They wouldn't have had the bubble room to imprison gems in. They would have had to find more creative solutions for trapping defeated enemies. Even the shapes of the gems carved into the Sky Arena statues that are suspected to be of Blue and White Diamond seem to support this hypothesis. So if Rose is Pink Diamond, that explains why The pink diamond from the 4 diamond insignia is defaced, and her Sky Arena statue is destroyed. She betrayed Homeworld. But if blue and white diamond were defeated on Earth and are also still on Earth, then why are their diamonds still within the 3 diamond insignia that Homeworld seems to be using now? There are 2 possibilities for this that I can see. One, Yellow Diamond, who seems to be a military leader, respected her military colleagues enough that she continued to use their insignia, despite the fact that they're no longer around to command whatever branch of Homeworld was theirs. Or, and I think this one is potentially even more likely, the name Diamond is a rank or title that is passed to gems within the same faction of Homeworld. So a gem under Pink Diamond would have become the new Pink Diamond, for example. But because the majority of Rose's faction on Homeworld became the Crystal Gems and fought with her in the rebellion, that entire branch of Homeworld was just cut off at the root. That would mean that the blue and white diamond that are active on Homeworld now are not the same blue and white diamond that were active during the war. Is any of this true? Possibly, possibly not. Like I said, this is all very much speculation. I've been sitting on a lot of these ideas for a long time, and it's taken me a while to articulate them because they are a bit far-fetched. I will freely admit that. Still, like with my what is lion theory, I wouldn't be surprised if some of this turned out to be true. If any of you would like me to go into greater detail regarding the possibility that Rose is Pink Diamond and why I still believe it is possible for that to be true, or Lapis Lazuli's potential to be Blue Diamond and why I don't think it's true, I would happily do so. You simply have to ask. Otherwise, what do you think of this theory? Do you think I'm wrong, or do you think that this theory shines like a diamond? Let's get a discussion going in the comments section down below. Either way, this has been AJ22, and I will talk to you guys later.